Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Well, we're talking consumer issues today. We're joined by by Dukwe Atoke, who is the Director General of Consumer Protection Council. It's the consumer protection rights which we're focusing on this morning. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.
Well, interestingly, the focus is fix our phones right, and one looks at this and wonders, okay, this has got to do with the International Consumer Rights Agency. Give us a background to all of this. What is this focus about?
Every year, there is a theme for which consumers all over the world highlight. And this goes back to 1963 when the President Joseph Kennedy addressed the Congress, raising issues of consumer abuses, and got the Congress to recognize 4 basic rights of consumers from where the various consumer protection legislations emanated. Thereafter, the Consumer International all over the world have identified the 15th of March, because that was the date in which the President did address the Congress. 15th of March every year as a World Consumer Rights Day. And for this year, the theme that has been chosen is Fix Our Phone Rights. All over the world, that will be the theme that will be considered for the next 12 months, highlighting the challenges that phone users all over the world have and calling on the various operators to fix them. Right.
Quite interesting, because I imagine that if they were to begin to send you the comments in terms of the challenge they have with their phones, there will be so many of them. But what kind of issues are you expecting to address with this theme in Nigeria?
I think there are myriads of them.
Okay.
The phone use and all the appendages of the telecom system is one of the areas where there is gross consumer abuse. Particularly that the phone base is such that almost every Nigerian has a phone, at least one. The information we have is that all the phone base have about 122 million subscribers in Nigeria, of a population of over 170 million. And we, as the Consumer Protection Council, have been inundated with complaints on the various issues of phones. And we have articulated these complaints resulting from poor network service, out of which comes the issue of truncated calls, challenge in putting your calls through. You have, and which results to drop calls sometimes, We have unsolicited services, messages, telemarketing. We have challenges with automated sign-in services where you can opt out and you are charged for services that you really don't want. We have issues concerning the internet as well, poor internet service. Then we have issues concerning promotions, sales promotions, that at the end of the day may not meet the various profits that have been articulated. And so we do have a lot of complaints, and I think that that is one area of consumer abuse that cuts across all sectors.
Do these complaints get addressed by the operators? Because it looks as if some have just resigned to fate saying, look, we've complained, we've written, we've done what we can, but these operators, no solution so far for many users here.
From our data, I can say on a large level, they remain unattended. And for us, that's where we have a challenge. And that's where we have stepped in as a protector of consumers. And in keeping with our mandate, I called a meeting of the CEOs of the telecom operators last week to a table to discuss these issues, because they are continually agitating consumers who over the years have been shortchanged. They do not get value for money. And the intervention from the point of view of the CPCs, let's have a talk on this. Let's see how we can move beyond the challenges that the operators always identify and come to a situation where we can ensure that subscribers of telephone services get value for money. If you buy an airtime for 10 naira and it should give you a 2-minute talk time, and you spend 30 seconds and it's off, it goes off, you've lost 1 naira 50 kobo for which you've paid and for which service has not been delivered, but goes to the earnings of the operators. We need to find a way in which these shortfalls are refunded in the minimum. The fact that your conversation is truncated is another issue, but at least for the financial part of it, get value for money in terms of, so the complaints are there. They are likely unassuaged by the operators.
You know, there are a lot of people who say that your stepping in is stepping into somewhat late, as in the complaints have been there since 2002 when the telephoning system, GSM telephone system came into the country. One would expect that you would have stepped in a lot earlier. Why did it take so long?
2 reasons. I've only just assumed office exactly 10 months today.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I can therefore not take personal responsibility or hold brief for a position that I didn't have authority over. I do agree that something should have been done prior to now, but I can't speak for the past administration. But I can speak for where I am at now. And since assuming office, I have taken a deliberate effort to look at the myriad of consumer abuse, not only in the telecom sector. It's overwhelming when you look at all the challenges, all the consumer abuses. And my strategy is at the assumption of office is to first of all do a survey of the visibility of the council. Do people know the CPC? Do people use the CPC? Are they happy with the results? And if not, what do we do? That was my starting point, because I can't come into an organization and begin to do what when I don't have a base to start. And the survey revealed quite sadly that the CPC is not well known, and obviously the services are not used.